We're three small humans.
Yeah, we're tiny, aren't we?
What are girls' opinions on Adam's apples?
I think they're
like
fascinating.
They're grim. Like that's like rock solid. Listen.
Whoa.
You hear that? It's grim.
What's the
I did used to
purpose?
think I had one.
I used to think this was on Adam's
Made you question
apple.
everything. I didn't get this until like recently. Do you know I didn't grow armpit hair till I was like 21.
Oh my god.
That's bad, isn't it? This is like my confessions. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I am joined with the lovely Sophia and Cinzia.
Hey!
Hello.
Hi.
First time on the channel, how's it feel?
I'm
feels
so excited.
Fantastic.
Nice.
It's a beautiful experience.
It's a beautiful setup.
Thank you.
You guys
Great
see
lighting.
it.
So we are bringing back the confessional series. I'm sorry Byron's not here. It's probably one time that everyone's actually put his name in the thing. But I've got a new joint guest host today.
Wow.
A lot of you have sent in your confessions, and we're going to go through some, read some out, and one, try and guess if they're real or fake or not, and two, maybe try and give some advice or
I'm excited.
find out if you can relate.
gurus.
We're good at advice.
Exactly. On
My
your,
name actually means wisdom.
Exactly. On your channel, you're very good at giving advice and talking about people's problems and this kind of thing.
We
We like
try.
to think we are, but we're probably not.
I think you're great.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Hence why I've roped you into today's video.
Dear Byron and your old mate who you film these things with.
See, it's changed.
I live in a shared house and ended up watching TV on the sofa with my roommate's boyfriend, who I barely know, but kind of fancy. It was late at night, so I started falling asleep, and I kept waking myself up with my own farts.
Oh
Exactly like a dog does. I'd say I woke myself up about 5 times in a row. Problem is, I couldn't tell if these farts were in my dreams or in real life, so I didn't mention anything and the guy didn't seem to stir, so I left it. The next day, my roommate called me Queen of Gas, so I guess I was farting in real life.
Oh my
Jeez.
god.
So she was doing all these farts in front of her roommate's boyfriend who she fancies.
I can say,
That's
hand on heart,
funny.
I don't think I've ever farted, like woke myself up with a fart. I don't think
I
it's
don't think
possible.
I mean,
I've
that's
never
got to
done
be a
that either.
pretty intense fart.
Surely that's
to
not
wake
possible.
yourself
Yeah,
up.
exactly. Speaking of that, have you ever had a friend who you've woken up and they're like half asleep and they just talk absolute Do you get that? I feel like one of you does that. That's why you're laughing.
I'm a
Yo,
sleep talker.
I'm not joking. One
I'm
night,
a sleep talker.
she was like, "Oh, can you go get like chatting?"
Byron this morning was like, I went to his room and said, Byron, Sophia and Cinzia are on the way over. You need to get out of bed. You need to use your room.
Yeah.
And he's going like this. I'm bringing that big one. I'm bringing that big. I was like, what the f? By the time we woke him up, he was on the sofa, fell asleep. We're like, oh, Byron. And he just went, oh, I'll go halves, bro. I'll go halves. We were like, go halves on what? We're just...
Do you want me to say from Esme?
If
Oh,
she,
no.
yeah, if she wants her name read out. Too late. You've already just given it away.
That's me.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I got my friend's dick stuck in a gate and he had to go to hospital and have a dick cast.
I don't believe
Is
that.
that, can you
I
get
don't believe that. One, how
What?
big has it
Yeah.
got to be to get stuck in a gate?
Why
How
was
do you-
it out
And why
near
are
a
you
gate?
out near a gate? Why is it out near
That
a
means
gate?
you were out in the open.
And why
open
are
air.
you like forcing it into a gate?
You'd be surprised at what some of these country bumpkins get up to in the countryside.
Jesus. A dick cast.
Is that actually
That's
a
not
thing?
possible. I want to Google it, but I
That
kind of
would
don't at the
just
same time. A bit of
work.
string around your neck, like an arm in a
You'd have
sling.
to hold it.
in a sling. I am calling
I
all
didn't
crap on that
believe
story.
that one.
Hi Joe and Byron.
And
Happy
Sophia and
noise.
Cinzia.
Yeah. A few months ago, I went on a date with a guy called Josh. The date was super awkward.
Is this Josh Peters by any chance?
Probably was.
We went to the top of a parking structure and kissed. Who calls it a parking structure? This must be in like Oxford or somewhere. We went to the top of a parking structure and kissed. Then I made an excuse to go home. We had to catch the same train home, so when we got to the station, I said bye to him and then hid so that he wouldn't talk to me on the train. When I got home, I blocked him on Snapchat and never spoke to him again. Love from Emily. I don't really get that
So-
one.
What the?
They had to get. She said, "Oh, I've got to go. I've got to go."
Oh,
But then they had to
and
get
then
the
they got
same train.
Do you know that
train.
happens
So
to me
she had to
all the
hide.
time?
Oh.
Is that when
Really?
you're like, I always find it no matter who they are, if you meet them out and about in the street, they could be someone that you know really well, it's always awkward. Like,
Yeah.
hey, what are you
Yeah.
up to? What are you shopping for?
Oh, I hate
Yeah.
And it's like the most awkward conversation.
I hate small talk. That like
Yeah.
small
Small
kind of exchange.
And then it's a
yeah.
while and you say, cool, have a nice day, and you end up going the same
Same
way.
way.
And you're like, and you're like, oh, this is awkward, isn't it?
Yeah.
Going the same way. And you end up going back to the same shop. I think that's what's happened, but on a date.
Hello, Joe. Sometimes a gal's got to treat herself, right? So I decided to buy myself some Michael Kors ballet flats. Wow. That was sort of made of this thin lace, and they're amazing. The first night I wore them out to town with my mates and needed to wee, so diverted between those big recycling bins in a co-op car park. I squatted down and let rip, but then realised I was shooting uphill and the flow was streaming towards the beautiful new shoes that are not waterproof. As I was still mid-flow, I started scuttling away from the flow.
Like a little crab.
But it got faster and faster, so my scuttling got faster and faster until I raced out from the bins, followed by a stream of my own piss.
Oh my.
My friends saw this and exploded with laughter because I looked like a deranged drunk crab. Rid me of my shame. That was written so well. She was like...
It makes me wonder, one, how old are you doing
beautifully.
that? Two, why was she wearing ballet shoes
I know.
when you're out and about by Co-op
I know, near
From
bins.
Michael Kors as well.
I say
Not
next
sponsored.
time just choose a better
location?
weeing location.
Maybe just go to the toilet next
Always-
time. Or
Grass.
maybe if she was on the hill, if she could have faced down the hill, the wee
Yeah.
would have just gone away from her.
But then I think the idea was that her friends were there. So it was just like, I'm just having a
Watch
wee.
out!
I would embrace it and be like, right, who's got a bottle, and just go in a bottle.
Yeah.
Difficult for girls
Difficult
though, that.
skill.
Hi Byron, my name is Millie,
Hi, Millie.
and I'm obsessed with smelling my own sweat. Usually pop a finger in my armpit and give it a sniff. Love it, that's all.
Really, that's
Oh.
delicious.
Do you know anyone that likes to smell
Thanks,
a sweat?
Millie.
Uh-uh.
No.
No, neither do I.
I feel like when it's your own sweat, you're not like, ugh, because you know what your own sweat smells like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like,
I'd
yeah.
rather smell my own sweat than like
Oh,
your
yeah.
sweat,
Yeah.
someone else's.
It's like, oh, just, yeah.
There's two different types of sweat. There's like fresh, this sounds really grim now, fresh sweat, where it's like kind of like, oh, it's not
Yeah.
Yeah.
that bad.
It's not like
and
like
then it's
sweat
like,
that's
then it's
been-
like there for a while, a bit probably like BO. That's,
And it's like
Yeah.
marinated.
yeah.
Yeah.
Back in like caveman times,
Yeah.
I think the smellier you were, the more attractive the women would be to the male.
I think I've heard that before, you
That's
know.
like
think
in
so.
Victorian times when the blacker your teeth were and the worse teeth you had, the more attractive you were because sugar was so expensive. So you could, if you could afford to eat all this sugar,
How
you
mad.
had really bad teeth.
Isn't that mental? I hate cats, think they're rubbish. So if I ever go into a... I agree, to be honest.
I don't
They're
like
rubbish.
cats.
They're f***ing shit. So if I ever go into a house with a cat in, I'll tuck my foot under its tummy so that it can't walk anywhere.
What? How does that make it not be able to walk
I
anywhere?
don't even get. Always try to do it for at least a minute, but depends if the owner catches me.
That's so weird. Do you mean like put your foot on top
under
of
the
it?
I
belly.
took my foot under its tummy so it can't walk.
I don't get it.
I don't care.
I'm not gonna lie as well. I'm not the biggest fan of cats.
I'm not really. I think cats are so scary because they're
scare-
unpredictable.
I don't
Oh
like
my
their
God.
their claws because they
You
can
can't
just pop
judge
out of their
them.
feet at any time. Their
They can
paws.
just pounce. I feel like dogs are tamer,
Yeah,
less
yeah.
unpredictable.
You can judge them more. You can get the vibe. Cats are just like.
they're like leopards.
I always think as
Yeah.
well, it's very rare to have a cat that's actually affectionate. Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
feel like if you didn't have food, it wouldn't give a about you.
Yeah.
It'd be like, do you know what? I'll go off and do my own thing. I once accidentally sent my boy best friend a picture of my belly button. This was 3 years ago.
Why'd you take a picture of your belly button
Oh,
in
who
the
has
first
not
I
place?
taken a
hate belly
picture?
buttons.
And he asked me out immediately, and we've been dating ever since. Really weird love story, I know, from Ashley. What the f- That's
Yes,
kind of
you are,
cute, but
immediately.
I
weird.
love that.
Maybe
Wow.
he did as a joke, being like, "Oh my god, marry me," and she's like,
And she's
"All
like,
right,
okay,
yeah, I will."
yeah.
All right then.
Does that count as a nude?
A belly button.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it
technically-
depends how far out the picture
Did you
was.
ever see that thing where you get your arm like this and go like that and take a picture of it?
Look, Joe, I'm tired of all these Crocs fans out there getting you upset.
Yeah, if you didn't know, really don't like Crocs. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate the brand, and I appreciate that everyone else likes them, but it's just not for me,
They're
alright?
not for you. These pussies are amateurs in the comfy and ugly shoe
These
world.
pussies.
I wear Vibram 5 fingers every single day.
Jesus
In
I've
capital
attached
letters.
a pic in case you don't know what they are.
Oh
my god.
There is a huge man at my gym
Gym
who
that
wears
wears
Yeah,
those.
I know.
massive.
I've got a friend called Ozzy who used to wear these all the time as
All the
well.
time.
What's the point of having a toe in each, like an individual thing?
It's like
Things in
gloves
between my
for
toes.
But what's the point?
I don't
get
know
it.
what the point is. He wears it every single day.
They must stink as well, but they're rank. Good on you.
I love them. Really nice.
You're gonna get a
Jazz
brand.
them
You're
up.
gonna get a brand deal now with Vibrant.
Vibras. We love that.
Hit me up.
Oi, oi, Joe.
Oi, oi.
I fart in my dog's face whenever I can, and it makes me.
Oh, that's horrible.
Thing is, I would definitely do that as well.
That's so
It makes me laugh every time. I don't care what the world thinks, and I don't think it's cruelty to animals because if I've been eating sausages, I'm pretty sure he enjoys it. I love that.
Oh, thing
the
is,
little dog.
dogs have like the most sensitive nose on the planet as well, don't they? So when you do that, they're smelling it a
I'm
lot
just
more
seeing a
than.
little dog like jump at a fart and then just
like,
like,
like a little chihuahua, just blow it away.
mean.
I would. That's the sort of thing I would definitely do though.
oh, I'd
Oh,
love a
please
dog.
don't get a dog. Don't put
No.
him through that.
Hi, Joe, and your mate that looks like someone typed God into a 3D printer.
Lol.
I think that's about Byron.
People love Byron.
Yeah, they do, don't
They
they?
do, don't they?
You know how when you watch something on Chromecast,
What's that?
it's like a thing you attach to your TV, so you can watch like YouTube on TVs and
Oh,
stuff.
okay, like
Yeah,
Apple
yeah,
TV.
Yeah. Anyone with a phone on the Wi-Fi can pause it. My boyfriend doesn't realise this, so whenever he's watching something, I'll pause it and mute it throughout to really piss him off. Funny now,
That's
but when he
genius.
works it out, it'll probably be the end of our relationship. I think
That's something I'd
genius.
do.
I think if your boyfriend's got a sense of humour, he'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
think it's
actually,
funny.
I'd probably piss myself every time I did that,
I-
watching him like struggle.
I did that before with Casper. We had Sky, and
Yeah.
I had Sky Go, like the app on my phone. I kept pausing the TV from downstairs. I could hear him upstairs going, ooh. It's like when Casper's annoyed with something, he just makes like weird noise, like, help, TV won't work. And
Such a good impression.
and then there's me downstairs being like, I made a video out of it actually. I'll link
That's
it
hilarious.
below.
Please do link
I'll
that. I'm
show you.
literally going to go click.
Moaning.
That was a long time ago. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining me on my channel.
Anytime. Thanks for having
Thanks
us.
to you at home for sending your confessions. They were great. Keep them sending them in. There's a link down here or thing to email them in. Subscribe to these two lovely ladies. The link for their
don't have
channel
to.
will
You don't
be in the
have to.
description. You don't have to, but you probably should. And I will see you next week with another video. Cheers. Goodbye.
Bye.